Auston, I know it's not the result you wanted, but what did it mean for you to pick up 500 points and become the fastest to reach that in franchise history?
I mean, I think there's definitely some special meaning behind it, just with the history of this organization, the players that have come and worn this jersey before us. So I've been fortunate every year to play with some great players, have a great team around us, and so it definitely means a lot.
What do you make of the game and how you guys battle back to at least salvage a point here?
Yeah, and probably not our prettiest game. I think just some competitive parts weren't there at times, and at times they were, and you could see we began to take over the game. But I think there was just too many lost battles, and they were heavy on pucks and they were competing, and so I thought just a little bit of an uglier game for us. I thought just trading chances, and I don't think it's the way any team wants to play, but certainly not us. So I think it's just a little bit too much of that going on. But obviously, fighting back to get the point, it's great, and gave ourselves an opportunity to get that extra one. Just couldn't get the job done.
Was it surprising at all? You guys have kind of established the defensive identity for much of this season, and not really kind of gone through the back and forth with the goals for and against much this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always going to be points in the season where you're going to have little lulls and little breakdowns and lapses. I think that's just natural. It's too long of a season for it to just be perfect every game. So obviously when stuff starts to creep in like this, where it's a couple games after another, obviously you want to kind of nip that in the butt right away, and obviously turn the page and clean that kind of stuff up.
A couple more for Bunting tonight. He's really been on top of it the last couple games.
Yeah, yeah. He lives around the net, and obviously he's a competitive guy, and fights for loose change and stuff. So he's really upped his competitiveness, I think, in the last couple of weeks, and he's been a huge part in our success as a team and as a line. I think when all three of us are kind of rolling, competing and playing all over the ice, I think that's when we're at our most dangerous.
Did you notice a change in him when he was struggling earlier on, or was it just a matter of him just kind of sticking to what he was known for before, eventually turning it around and being able to put up the points again?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you gotta, weather the storm and just kind of grind through adversity, and just in the back of your mind, know that it's gonna get better, and as long as you put the work in. And he's a guy that obviously he puts the work in every day, and he competes in practice and in games, and hates to lose. So you're gonna get a full effort from him every night, and obviously he's been executing really well lately. So we just want to continue that.
What did you make of that game overall?
Yeah, obviously it was a high-scoring game, and you don't want to be in those kind of games. But I thought we battled back, and we were able to tie the game, and came down to a shootout. So we just got to move on and look forward to Thursday. We got a lot of games coming up here.
What's been clicking on your line as of late?
I think everyone's just playing their role. I think Matty and Willie are playing their game. They're dominating out there with the puck and with possession, and I'm just trying to get to the net, create havoc and create space for them, and I think we're just rolling with that, and we want to keep that going forward here.
I remember earlier in the season you were talking about kind of finding what your game is again, just being that guy who goes to the net and kind of gets that going. What was a turning point for you, do you think?
I think just committing to that, committing to what makes me successful when I'm playing, and I think I've been doing that as of late, just kind of getting in the net, playing those hard areas, and bumps and bruises come along the way with that, and which is okay, but that's my role on this line, and I'm happy to do it and create space for these guys, and they're playing really well, and we're producing, so hopefully we can keep that going.
You got some important defensemen back in your lineup tonight. What can you say about the contributions of those guys?
Yeah, absolutely. When guys are healthy, it's good for us, and Mo's been great since he's been back, and Sandy's first game back, and he didn't miss a beat, so we just got to keep building off that momentum.
When the shorthanded goal happens, what does it mean for you as a power play unit to kind of have the confidence from the coach to kind of be deployed right back for that next opportunity?
Yeah, short memory with that. Obviously, we don't want to give up a shorthanded goal ever. We got to have a short memory and get back out. If we get a chance to get back out there, we got to capitalize on the opportunity, and we were able to capitalize there in the third and tie up the game.
Why so chaotic tonight at times? It's very uncharacteristic for you guys, especially at home.
Yeah, I don't know. I just maybe just a couple mistakes, just giving a little too much and letting them play with speed, because obviously that's a very skilled team over there with a lot of those guys. So I don't think we took away a lot of their speed, and they were able to capitalize on some chances. So move on and look forward to Thursday.
What did you make of that game overall?
I thought we were a little sloppy there in the second period, and they got a couple goals, and I mean we were able to score and battle back, but yeah, kind of a sloppy game from our side.
What do you think was different? Was it just coming back from the road trip? What do you think kind of led to just kind of a pushback from the Blues there in the second?
Yeah, like I said, I think we were just sloppy there. Maybe not making the simple plays, and I mean, they got their chances and scored.
Auston Matthews picks up his 500th point. Well, he got more than that tonight, but the fastest to get that. What does it mean playing on a line with him for as long as you have, at least this year, and just being his teammate for the last 7 years or so?
Yeah, obviously it's incredible. I mean, he's a dominant player. Every shift he's out there, so it's nice to see him get that 500 and just keep going, get another 500.
Ilya, what did you make of the game overall?
Tough game for me. Again. Last 4 games really tough for me. I'm doing a lot of scores. But it's now reality right now. No, I believe my skill. I believe my mental spot. I didn't see problem with my technically or physically. I feel pretty good today. And again, you know, like 2 bad bounce and maybe lucky is show me ass right now, yeah. But I know how I was working with this. How I say, I believe my teammates. I believe what I do every day. I'm look to smile for the future, yeah.
How do you try to have a short memory with each game that passes to just, you know, flush it and kind of focus on the next one?
It's not too easy. It's a hard, the same work like in a gym or on the ice. You need a good come to the game with a good mental spot. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. Tomorrow new day, sun is up, and coming back to working hard.
What did you make of how the team performed in front of you to at least come up with a point in the standings?
It's important point too. We have a point. It's a hard game for us. Yeah, we lost of 3-5. Yeah, we finished the game in 5-5. Thank you, teammates. We're doing great job. You know, it's 82 games. Is season going up, going down all the time. We stay positive and we're keeping working tomorrow.
You had Rasmus Sandin back in front of you on defense. How did it feel having him back in the lineup?
I like it. Sandy, he's a smart defenseman. He is moving puck very well. I feel confidence with every defenseman in the team. Thank you guys. You know, it's really important for goalie. These guys a lot of blocked shot every game. Try to help me and help for Matt. Thank you, defenseman. Yeah.
Besides tonight, do you like shootouts? Do you like being in them?
I like it shootouts, but sometimes it's lottery, yeah.
Sheldon, what did you make of that game overall?
I thought special teams were a mess for us in the first period. Second period, I guess, there too. So that kind of throws the game off a lot. Obviously, the scores go way up, and feeling probably a little bit worse than you need to or than you should because you're pulling it out of your net 3 times there. But I thought we made some mistakes and paid for them. But like the way that we kept coming back, and after costing us early in the game, power play comes through for us to ensure we get the point. So. Not a night we're going to love too much, but fortunate to get the 1 point here.
How important was it to kind of go back with that same power play unit after the short-handed goal and kind of stick with what the plan was there?
Yeah, we've talked about it, right? Power plays with one defenseman out there get scored on too. So, the group has no chance to succeed if I just pull it off and change it because they get scored on, and Sammy makes a save on it, we don't even talk about it. So, that's kind of the way it goes. There's some things we would do differently there, but I don't overthink stuff like that. If it becomes a habit, it's different. But, you know, I think, like I said, power plays with defensemen out there get scored on too.
You guys have been so used to Sandy playing so well, especially at home. How did you see his game tonight?
Well, like I said, I thought he should have had. I'd like to see him get the first save on the shorthanded goal. I know it's not the easiest save because he's moving, but you know, you'd like a save on that one. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot he can do. Like there's one that's first power play goal is bouncing all around. The second power play goal they get is, you know, a rebound he doesn't give much of a chance on. And you know, the first 5-on-5 goal they scored, it's right in front of them, rebound right there. And then the last one is, you know, it's a real tough pass that travels a long distance to a very good and dangerous shooter. So I'm not down on the goaltending here today. I think like we talked about it, when we play better as a team, everybody looks better, everybody is better. So it's just certainly not on the goaltending tonight. Not even close.
I know you got Sandy back tonight, but how do you assess the D-Port tonight?
I think it's recalibrating. You know, I think you can tell it hasn't played together. It's not in sync, both in the pairings and the players. You know, Sandy's coming off a break. Mo's coming off of a really long break away from playing. So, you know, all those kind of things are going to take a little bit of time to fall into place, clearly.
Have you seen something in the third line that you've kind of like now that since the break that seems like the production is kind of?
Yeah, well, you know, I think you look at some of the production, I think they're getting some good fortune as a result of their work. I mean, the goal tonight's, you know, there's a lot of luck involved in that, but there's a lot of process that gets you to that point to have a chance for the luck to go in your favor. And so, yeah, the line has been good. I mean, they've made some mistakes that have not gone so great, and we've talked to them about that. But you know, they take on a tough matchup here tonight, and they've been finding ways to contribute offensively while still being good and carry and play. So yeah, I've been good there, and I liked the Holmberg line tonight as well.
What does 500 points for Auston Matthews mean for the group, like in terms of that individual accomplishment?
Not a lot, really. You know, I think it's a significant thing for Auston, obviously, and take a moment to enjoy that. But I think he would probably be the first to admit that, you know, he's on to bigger and better things, both with our team and himself individually. So this is just a checkpoint for him. He's going to do a lot more than that.
As your first shootout of the year, why add Sandy to the mix there?
Well, we haven't had many shootouts here for the last couple of years, and every time, you know, we don't practice them a great deal, but anytime we do, Sandy seems to be the guy that finishes with the greatest level of success. So I've been waiting for an opportunity to try to get him involved. You know, we lost. That's, you know, we're so used to having Jason Spezza out there to be the guy to get us going. So having the first one of the year, things are a little off there. But it was a great goal by Mitch to give us a chance there, and you know, just couldn't get the next one.
Do you feel like the Holmberg line is building a bit of an identity for you?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think, you know, Hunt brings a different element there. I thought he was really good today, both physical and it's the most most we've seen him with the puck here. And when I say that, not just with us, but this season, you know, even looking at his time in Colorado. So I think that should be a good game for him to build some confidence and get some traction. But Holmberg's been real good for a while, and so is Aston Reese. So, you know, we think there's some real good potential there.